So apparently, there's a little mini bank run going on in Greece. Almost $1 billion was withdrawn over the last couple of days, and more to come, obviously. So if Greece leaves the euro, which again, it has to happen, and they go back to their own currency, the drachma, you can be rest assured that the bankers will automatically teach Greece a lesson immediately by making whatever the drachma is worth compared to the euro far less than the euro. So if they had, 10,000 euros in their bank account, they now have 5,000 as far as purchasing power goes. They still have 10,000 drachmas because the euros will get converted to drachmas, but maybe they'll cut it in half to say, see, you should have stayed with these austerity measures and you should have stayed. But the bottom line is, who sets these currency rates? The club, right? It's the club that decides what something's worth. So get prepared for that. So my advice to anyone living in Greece that is dealing with euros, sure, you could go to another country and get their currency. I got a little better idea for you. How about gold and silver? Even if they smash gold and silver some more while this takes place in Greece, go take your money out of those banks that you just took $1 billion out and buy some freaking gold and silver, especially silver. And by the way, Soros, PIMCO, Paulson, Texas Teacher Retirement Fund buy gold in Q1 2012. Now, why would they do that? Again, it's just a relic. Ben, hold on, let me call Ben Burnett. Ben, man, I know I keep calling you like daily now. Listen, we've got several entities buying lots of gold, including Soros and PIMCO, even Paulson. Oh, and by the way, the Texas Teacher Retirement Fund, didn't you say the other day it was just tradition, that no one should be bothering it? It's central bank tradition and nothing else. Hello? Hello? Burnett? Ben! You hung up on me. Billionaire investor George Soros significantly increased his shares in the SPDR Gold Trust in the first quarter. Now, he invests in GLD. And again, a lot of people are going to look at GLD or SLV, right, the paper gold and silver, and say, well, that's what we invest in. Because you can't take a 401k or, again, this retirement fund and say, we're going to go buy, physical gold and silver. They don't work that way. There has to be a paper product that they get. That's the only way those guys work. So what's as I've said before, what's the next best thing to gold and silver physical? Well, paper gold and silver, or a mining company even. If I had to choose any of them, it would be Eric Sprott's fund, not the GLD or the SLV. But having said that, the bottom line is these guys are banking on gold prices. So Soros Fund Management nearly quadrupled its investment in the largest exchange-traded fund known as, or gold exchange-traded fund known as GLD, to 319,000 shares compared with 85,000 shares at the end of the fourth quarter of last year. John Paulson maintained his large stake, the ETF's largest stake, and other large and respected institutional buyers were PIMCO in the Teacher Retirement System of Texas. Paulson, 56, who became a billionaire in 2007 by betting against the U.S. subprime mortgage market, told his clients in February of 2012 that gold is a good long-term investment. Keyword, and I've used it a million times, long-term investment. That doesn't mean you're looking every day and getting nervous. Oh, it's down, silver's down to 27.90. Oh, God, it's back up to 28. It's down to 27. Oh, it's back to 32. Okay, we saw 37 the other day. I'm feeling a little better. Oh, it's down to 32. That is short-term nonsense. This is long-term what I'm talking about. Years. That doesn't mean even 10 years, by the way. My version of long-term is several years, not even 10 or 15 or 20 years. Okay? So he became a billionaire. He said that in February, gold is a good long-term investment serving as protection against currency debasement, rising inflation, and the breakup of the euro. Eric Mindich's Eaton Park Capital also bought 739,000 shares in that same GLD during the first quarter. The New York-based fund held no shares of the exchange-traded product as of December 31st. They held 0 shares as of December 31st last year, and went ahead in the first quarter, bought 739,000 shares of that GLD. Overall holdings in the trust, that GLD, rose to over 8% in the first quarter after a 2% gain in quarter 4 2011. Do I have to say anything else? Those of you getting nervous, I haven't sold any of mine. I told you the other day that again, with the 35% margin hike that they're getting ready to gear up for in 90 days from now, roughly. The hell is this dog doing over here? What the? So, anyways, they may crash the price down then. They are trying to scare the living crap out of everyone. Do not go to gold. Do not go to silver. Every time we see those numbers rising, more people getting involved, we're going to smash that market until they can't smash it no more. Then what? Then what happens to the greatly depressed prices of those things, gold and silver? I do not want to be around any of these financial institutions like JP Morgan, the CME Group, the COMEX, exchanges, when that day comes. Do not want to be around there. And even these guys, as I read, they're getting into GLD. So technically, they're not actually causing a supply or demand issue on gold, or SLV silver, but they were talking about gold, the GLD, paper gold. So there's not really an issue. If that was deliveries, like people just decided, these companies and institutions said, we're going to actually buy the physical gold and store it at some secure location. Had they done that, it probably would have been lights out right now for the paper, gold, and silver prices. The exchanges would have been destroyed. But instead, they're basically playing their game, the banker's game. Use our paper products. Don't get the real thing. And again, because the financial institutions and retirement and investment institutions are designed, the whole system is designed so that they go and buy paper products. They don't buy physical goods. Nobody does that, right? So they're by design, the bankers win. But as we all know, more and more people are realizing, I want the real thing. I want the real thing. And once we, the real thing people, the physical holders, cause that problem to stick up red-faced at everybody, get everybody red-faced inside those institutions, not necessarily the ones buying it, but I mean like the CME Group, JP Morgan, the ones that are causing the price manipulations. They're going to get red-faced pretty soon, sometime in the near future. I then lost my train of thought, but I got to go anyways. The bottom line here is that you see India, now Germany questioning their gold reserves, etc. Those people who invested in it, I got my train of thought back, such as Soros and the teachers, Texas Teacher Fund, whatever, will be thanking us, physical guys, for causing the price of their paper to skyrocket when this occurs. Now, having said that, they also may be holding an empty bag, because again, if you read the prospectus of the GLD and the SLV, they can destroy those things at any time they feel like. The trustee can step in. We're liquidating these things at today's price. So what that tells me is they wouldn't let the price rise big time and then say, okay, we're liquidating this thing. No way. They would have no reason to. There'd be massive lawsuits. They could not win. But if they destroyed gold and silver, heavy duty, compared to where it's at now even, 1,500 something gold, let's call it, and $28 silver. Let's say gold goes back under 1,000 or close to it. GLD, we're liquidating. Teachers Fund, all you guys that invested in this, sorry, you lost. Soros, you guys too, you also lost. And then the price skyrockets after that. But those people won't be able to say, hey, well, give me my money now. No, we already liquidated it, we're gone. GLD, SLV's bankrupt now. We gave you your paper profit back, which in your case wasn't a profit, it was actually a loss, because you got in at 1,500 and something. Today's price is 1,100 for gold. Here's something back. It's better than nothing, isn't it? Yeah, I guess so. Let's go invest it in something else. Meanwhile, the rest of us who had our silver in our possession didn't affect us one bit. Didn't affect us one bit. We didn't get forced to liquidate our silver or gold and get paper money in exchange and then sit there and say, okay, well, great, now what do I do while the prices skyrocket? No. You just sit back, let the fireworks have their little display of their little show, and as the price finally gets to where it needs to go, then we go out and sell. Everyone who got involved in these paper products will be left standing with an empty bag. GLD, SLV, all of it, sooner or later. So that's all I got for you. I gotta go.